Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. So today I am going to be testing out and reviewing the brand new Jeffree Star Ranch eyeshadow palette. So I picked this up very recently in my deluxe mystery box, so definitely go and check out that video as well if you're interested in seeing all of the other products that I received. I have also unboxed the mini Jeffree Star mystery box, so definitely check that out as well if you're interested. I will link them both in the description. But for today's video, I'm going to be creating this look, obviously with the Star Ranch palette. I'll be swatching all 9 shades and just giving kind of my general thoughts and reviews on the palette. So out of the uni carton, there is the palette, and there are all 9 of the gorgeous shades. So without further ado, let's get stuck into doing this look and reviewing this brand new palette. There, of course, are all of the shades again, and I'm going to be making use of some of the neutral shades and then also one of the blues. Obviously, I can't use all 9 shadows in one look, but I will swatch them all at the end as well. So let's get started with this look. I'm just taking a good sized fluffy brush to start off with, and the first shade I'm going to go in with is Yak Farm, which is the lightest neutral shade in this palette. This is a really nice brown matte shade. This of course is the amazing Jeffree Star formula that we all know and love, so already coming across really nice and pigmented. For a slightly earthier brown than it looks in the palette, which is not an issue whatsoever. Really good staple neutral shade. Just get that down just as a nice base, nice little starting point for this look. Kind of want to focus a bit more in the crease. Don't worry if it does go onto the lid. Just blending out really nicely as I expect really from a Jeffree Star palette. So really happy with that now, and I'm going to go ahead and get exactly the same done on this eye. Wow, there is shade Yak Farm down on both eyes, and so far I'm really impressed with the palette. This isn't my first Jeffree Star palette, so I know how amazing the formulas are, and I do obviously have high hopes and expectations for every new palette that he does bring out. Next up, I'm going to be taking this slightly smaller brush, and I'm going to be going in with shade Wyoming just right into the crease, just because I don't want the outer part of this look to be too dark. I want to focus kind of the depth in the crease. So this, as you can see, is this darker brown matte shade here. So I like actually that there's only 3 matte shades in this palette and all the rest are shimmers. I think it's a really good mixture of shades. Okay, so we've got slightly different toned brown hair, another really lovely shade, and just so pigmented and just really easy to work with, so easy to blend. I'm not seeing, I think, any fallout really with these 2 matte shades. Obviously can't speak for the shimmers yet because I haven't got to them yet. I'm going to get my placement sorted, and then I'm going to just bring it up, blending as I go into Yak Farm. So these are definitely 2 really lovely complementary colours. And I think this palette in general has a really interesting colour story, but I will talk about that a bit later. Okay, and so now I've added a little bit of depth just to this look, I'll go ahead and I'll get my other eye done. And now I've got Yak Farm and Wyoming just down on both eyes and all nicely blended. I'm going to go ahead and just cut my crease. I'm not going to go too far up because I don't really want to cover up too much of the shades I've got down already. I've just got my Beauty Bay eye base for this, but of course you could use any eye base that you wish, or a concealer, whichever is your preferred method. And I will just go ahead and get my other eye done. There are, as mentioned, 6 really beautiful shimmery metallic shades in the Star Ranch palette, But for this look, I'm going to be using this one in the corner here. This is shade Old Jeff, and this just looks like a really lovely bright blue shimmer, and I just thought would just stand out really well against the two neutral shades I've got down already. So for that, I'm going to start off with this flat brush. Depending on how it goes, I may just go in with my finger over the top just to get that really full pigmented shimmer. So it is going onto the brush really, really nicely and just feels really buttery in the pan. So just pop that all over that eye base. I mean, wow, you can already see the contrast between Old Jeff and Wyoming and Yak Farm. This is a really, really gorgeous shade. This is actually a really nice summery shade, and I bet you as well could do some really like nice icy wintry looks with it as well. It's definitely some really, really different blues to what there are in the Blue Blood palette or any other blue shades that he has done. And I will just go in with my finger and just place a little bit more over the top. I'm really, really happy with that, so I will just go ahead and get the other eye done. And there is shade Old Jeff just down on both eyes. So that is a really, really beautiful shade. Really happy with how that's performed and how pigmented and shimmery it is. Definitely worth going over the top like I did just with my finger, just to get that added pop of shimmer and vibrancy. But now just moving on to the under eye, and I'm going to be going back in with shade Wyoming and just that same small brush again, just on the outer part of my under eye, and then I will be bringing shade Yak Farm just onto the inner part of my under eye. So again, I'll get my placement sorted first, and then I'll look to get it all nicely blended. I think this brown actually would be a really nice like eyeliner shade. And then back in with Yak Farm. I was going to bring that to the middle part of my eye and then just get those two nicely blended together. Wow, okay, and there is the eyeshadow all done. Just to finish off this eye look, I'm just going to be using a black eyeliner pencil, and I'm also just going to be using a black mascara as well. So I'll just get those done, and then we can have a closer look at the completed eyeshadow. And last but not least, I'll just pop on some lipstick. I have gone for this Jeffree Star Morphe Velour Liquid Lipstick, and this is in the shade Leo. Just thought it'd be a nice apt shade to go with those neutrals that I've got on this look already. And there is the final completed look. So I will of course just give you a quick close-up just so that you can see it in a bit more detail. And I'm really, really happy with how this look turned out. I really do think that that pop of blue just really makes the whole look and just turns something that's quite, I suppose, just everyday go-to neutral look into just something a bit different. I will just do swatches of all 9 shades now, and then just have a little chat about the palettes and just give my final thoughts at the end. Well, actually, first things first, let's take a look at the actual palette. So this is the uni carton that the palette comes in. So this is all like textured cardboard. Star Ranch is actually imprinted in, so it does sink into the packaging, and the logo itself is just printed on. Of course, I've just got all of the general information on the back, but yeah, really unique carton. Obviously love the pink as well. Pink and brown is a really great contrast. And then moving on to the actual palette itself. So of course, a nice little ranch scene here. We've got a yak in the background and a horse in the foreground, obviously pink. And then the clouds just continue onto the back with a very lightly showing Jeffree Star Cosmetics logo. So opening the palette up, of course we have got a really good sized mirror for the mini palette, and then just some extra kind of ranchy Wild West decor going on here. And then of course the 9 shades in this palette, all 9 are just standard Jeffree Star sized pans. All of the shades just have the logo imprinted in, so sometimes, you know, you'll get like a different imprint, but these are all the same. 3 matte shades, so here, here and here, and all the rest are shimmers. So very interesting colour story, really I think just pretty and unique, and I'll go ahead and get these swatched. Okay, I am definitely living for this colour story. So starting at the top here, this is shade Yak Farm, which was the first shade that I used in this look. Underneath that is this really beautiful gold shimmer, that's Owl Eyes. And underneath that is this really nice metallic bronze shimmer, and that is shade Open Range. So that is the top row of this palette. Next 3, we've got a kind of brighter blue shimmer shade. This is Casper Mountain. That's another really gorgeous shade. And underneath that is that darker brown matte shade that I also use for this look. That is shade Wyoming. And then underneath that is the only green in this palette, really nice metallic shimmer again, and that is shade Star Creek. So those 3 are the middle row of this palette. And final row, all the blues. So at the top here is Old Jeff, which I use obviously for this look as well. So that's a really nice blue shimmer with almost like a purple shift in it. It's really gorgeous. And then underneath that is a bright blue matte shade. That is shade Grand Prismatic. And underneath that is a much darker blue shimmer, and that is shade Winter Wind. So that is obviously the bottom row of the palette. So really gorgeous colour story, I think. Just really great, really, if you want to do a neutral look, or you want to, you know, throw in a little bit of colour like I have, or just go full out blue and green. So at the moment you can only pick up the Star Ranch palette in the summer mystery boxes, so the premium, the deluxe and the supreme. I actually got mine in the deluxe mystery box, which I have already unboxed on my channel, so if you're interested in seeing what else I picked up in my deluxe box and also my mini box, then definitely go and check those out as well. So not sure how much this will retail for when it does get, you know, released as part of another collection or even just on its own, but would definitely recommend picking this up in one of the mystery boxes if you're interested. As always, the pigmentation has been amazing. The blendability of the shades is just second to none. The variety of shades is just gorgeous, and I've had like literally hardly any fallout. There was a tiny bit from the shimmer, which to be honest is to be expected, but apart from that, it's just the amazing formula that I'm used to with Jeffree Star palettes. Hello, it's just quickly future me here, and I just wanted to show you another look that I have done with the Jeffree Star Ranch palette. So it is this really nice blue and green look. So I used the blue matte shade for this, as well as that lovely green metallic, and then just finished it off with a bit of eyeliner just to make the whole look really stand out. So I'll be really interested to know if you've got this palette or what your thoughts are on it, maybe whether you'd be thinking about picking it up when it does get released, you know, for general sale. I would definitely highly recommend it. I'm definitely really happy that this is part of my collection now, and I can't wait to have a go and use all of the rest of the shades in the palette. It's just, yeah, I was just really excited about receiving it, and now I've had a chance to actually test it out and review it. I am thoroughly impressed. But thank you so much for watching today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed my review and tutorial of the Jeffree Star Ranch palette. If you did enjoy the video, please do give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you again in my next video.